Welcome back, guys, to Black Star Anime, the anime community's voice of reason. I'm Cody.
And I'm Manny.
And you're watching Let's Talk Anime. Now, this particular video of Let's Talk Anime, we're covering the great anime from this summer's 2017 season.
Hell yeah.
So let's get right into it, because if you're here, you automatically want to know what's great from this season, even if you didn't watch the other videos. So let's do the damn thing.
Let's do it.
First one on the list is Made in Abyss.
Yeah.
Listen.
So don't be fooled.
Yes.
By the visuals.
Mm-hmm.
The show's cute.
Mm-hmm.
Get past that.
Yeah,
The show's also awesome.
Yeah, the softer art style is pretty good. But then at the same time, you'll see a super scary monster about to eat one of the kids. And you're like, well, damn. This honestly is turning out to be one of the best adventures in a fantasy-esque setting that I've seen in years. Honestly. Like, I'm so excited for this show. Yeah, I am so excited for the show on a weekly basis.
Mm-hmm.
I'm almost at the edge of my seat because you know where they're going. You know, like, the end destination of their journey, but you have no idea what's down there.
Yeah.
Like, these children are literally journeying to the bottom of their world.
Or what they're going to encounter on the way.
Yes, it's turning out to be so good.
Yes.
And I feel like the pacing's been really good so far.
The characters are great.
The characters are actually really, really good. I don't know. The list goes on with this show. Honestly, if you haven't watched it, give it Ep1. And you'll see whether or not you can stand the softer art style behind it.
It's great.
Yeah, but it's such a good show.
Next on the list, we have Welcome to the Ballroom.
Look,
listen.
Is this the best sports in the season?
I think so, yeah.
I would say so.
This dances its way to the top.
It's competitive dancing.
Yep, competitive dancing. It's a team sport, or a pair sport
yeah.
would be the proper term. It's literally two people.
But you kind of have a team behind it. You have a team of people practicing with you in training.
You have
even if they're not dancing with you during the competition.
Right.
You're learning things from everyone.
Everybody with you at your studio.
Mm-hmm.
That's, helping you, building you up, and prepping you for when you actually go and attack the floor.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so great. You have the traditional accidental athlete, but it's the way they're building him up. I freaking love it.
Yeah, so what I enjoy so far is as you progress in the episodes, they tell you initially what, the strongest characteristic of this character is. And apparently it's like he can visually see everything. Like his eyes are so sharp, so he doesn't need instructions. Just let him watch you and he'll pick up on it. And then later in the episodes, they progress and they're like, no, apparently his spatial and sensory awareness is so phenomenal. He's just picking up on things automatically, and he's far exceeding other dancers.
He's one of those people who learns it by doing it, but he learns it very quickly by doing it.
And learns it very well by doing it. But at the same time, there's other things that very beginners, he sucks at.
Well, and it's great the way they built this character. It sounds like all his life he sucked at everything, but probably because people have been trying to tell him how to do things, instructing him, and he gets confused with instructions. He has to do it.
Yeah, you have to let him do it.
When he does it, you'll see it. He's great at it. He'll suck a little bit at the beginning. He's like, "Oh, I think I got it now," and it's great. Watching him grow so far has been a joy to watch. And the characters, man.
I'm a little off put by some of the characters. In my mind, I wanted that old gray sensei retired dancer in the corner, like knocking his cane, counting 1, 2, 3. But you have a super arrogant professional dancer.
You have the guy who's currently number 1.
Yeah,
so he still has that arrogance about him because he's number 1.
Yeah, but this dude's like an old man, and I don't know.
He's not an old man. He's like in his 20s.
But everyone else is like just into high school or some weirdness. Or middle school. Wow.
It's great. Absolutely.
The show is
characters. It animates well. The style's great.
Whoa. There are some moments when they're dancing and I'm like, why is your neck 5 feet long right now?
They have that dancer figure.
Yeah, sometimes
elongating everything.
Sometimes they do dramatize it to an extreme and you're like, oh, that was a little weird. But yeah, I do like the attention to detail on the dancers' movements and their body language. I haven't seen that really since Yuri on Ice.
Yeah. Next on the list is Princess Principal.
So this is a very, very good show about little girls who are in the academy, but they're spies.
Yeah. So watching it right off the bat, I was like, all right, let's get this out of the way. I know I'm gonna drop it.
Mm-hmm.
You got these kawaii girls, and they're gonna be spies.
Mm-hmm.
Man, was I wrong? This show's freaking amazing.
It is really,
it's
good.
really, really, really good.
The world is great. You have this industrial time steampunk world going on.
It's like an alternate history too.
Yeah.
So it's really cool. You have a kingdom versus a commonwealth.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where your two spy factions are from.
Mm-hmm.
And it's great because it's kind of like some of the stories you hear with World War II, where the Germans were creating advanced technology, and they're kind of doing that in here, where the kingdom is creating technology that our main party doesn't want them to have. So you have a lot of cool things like that going on. Surprisingly, this is the show I actually look forward to most every week.
Yes.
Like, I can't wait for the next episode. If I have to nitpick, the only thing I don't like so far is a few episodes have been like kind of out of order.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're jumping forward and then jumping back. But it's not losing anything from the story.
Yeah.
So it's done right.
I would say a disclaimer for any person who's watching is like, I don't feel like dealing with this little girl nonsense. Is these girls are grown, seasoned, killing women who have been through some stuff at a very early stage of their life, just in the body of like a 12-year-old. Honestly, that's what it is.
Some of them are like high school age. So you have
some of them.
You have one girl who looks like she's like 11 or 12. Maybe two of them actually.
And one looks like 17.
You have like a 14 or 15-year-old. I know there's one girl, she drinks a lot. She's like 21. Yeah. So it varies. They all do. It's still that softer kawaii style, but man, people get taken out. People get shot. People get snatched up.
There's a ninja assassin spy. That's one of the girls, and I was like, oh, okay. She just wrecked 10 people with her sword.
She does not play with that sword. It is fantastic. It animates well. I freaking love this show. All right, next on the list is Vatican Examiners.
I'm honestly just trying to think. It's two guys who are professional miracle examiners to either prove or disprove the miracle in question, who are sent from the Vatican to investigate these miracles.
I love it.
This is a really, really good mystery show, honestly.
This
is a very in-depth mystery show.
This is probably the best mystery show for the year.
Yeah. It might be it might be one of the only ones.
There's not that many that come out.
Yeah.
But it's not everything we expected it to be, because when you watch the trailers for it, you see like a lot of evil things going on, and it looks like there's monsters and stuff, and it doesn't go that far.
Yeah. Like, a lot of times those monsters are imaginary figments, things going on.
Dreams or hallucinations.
Yeah, that they're trying to like get through to get to the source of things. But I do appreciate, there was one instance, I forgot what episode number it was because I actually caught up, and there was a happening, and they're like, this dude's possessed by a demon, we need to do an exorcism ASAP. And then later on they talked after they found the main culprit, and they were actually very disappointed in one another. They were like, even though we are actually, ordained holy men, we're men of science. And we jumped right to the conclusion of performing exorcism when the guy was actually just overdosed on a drug that another priest gave him. I was like, can I slow clap for the men of science right now? Because I deeply appreciate that.
Right here. This show's epic.
Yes.
I love this show. The mystery aspects are great. Our two main characters are fantastic. You got one who's deeply rooted in science, and another one that's rooted like in text and research. And you got a guy that's their like go-to for stuff that they need help for, so they email him quick, and he gets back to them later.
But don't be dismayed, because there actually is an element of holy versus demonic things going on. So don't let it kind of, persuade you that every single miracle that they're examining is always going to be debunked by some type of scientific conclusion. There are some actual holy elements going on behind it. I do appreciate that too.
Yeah, so there's still religion in there.
Yeah, there's a good blend.
It's really actually well done.
Yeah,
I really enjoy this show. This is my number 2 go-to for each week.
Oh no!
Excluding My Hero Academia, of course. That's number one.
And to wrap up our great list, we really had to put in the great list, despite it being 4 episodes on Netflix.
And it technically not being anime.
Yeah,
I don't really care.
Series, whatever.
Castlevania.
Castlevania was a really.
If you haven't watched it yet, shame on you. What are you doing? It's 4 episodes. Get on it, man. Yeah. This show's epic.
This show is actually really good.
Some people didn't like. I know a couple people who've seen it and they don't like the dialogue. The dialogue's too on the nose for them.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, the dialogue it's hilarious. Like the one-liners he says, the things, the way the Belmont talks to people,
mm-hmm.
I love it.
Did you watch it English or sub?
I did it dubbed.
Okay.
Yeah, I did it dubbed. I actually really enjoyed the dub.
Okay.
I really enjoyed watching Dracula's powers.
Yes.
Like
so when I saw, I was disappointed because it didn't come back for a while.
With his powers?
Yeah, episode 1, you're like getting hit in the face with Dracula powers, and then later on, I mean, nothing else came back, and I was just
Dracula sent his army.
Yeah,
and we don't see Dracula kind of for the end of the series,
mm-hmm.
Or the season of the series. I imagine we're going to see his full wrath.
Yeah.
In the later coming series. But nonetheless, getting to actually see him manifest all his super vampire wizardry science powers, I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. It was really well done, though. If you want something dark, something gritty, something borderline grotesque, watch Castlevania. It's 4 episodes. You won't be disappointed. Alright, guys, so that's going to do it for this episode of Let's Talk Anime, when we talked about the great anime that we're watching this summer 2017 season.
Give us a like if you like this video. Give us a thumbs down if you didn't. Leave us a comment down below. Let us know what are some of the great shows you're still watching from this season. Subscribe if you're not a subscriber. It helps out the show, and of course you get updates for all our videos. And share this out with your friends so they can see all the greatness this season has to offer. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Take no prisoners, gotta make them understand. My flow be turning every opponent into a dead man. Never keep them in a wonderland. That's word to Adult Swim. Tsunamis back on every TV in the nation. This is my coronation. Otaku King is my